piggyback on what he's saying. He says he doesn't know who our landlords are. Unfortunately, I do. Bingham and Madison County Square Apartments are owned by the same people. It's PRLSC Madison. They are out of Miami, Florida. That's where they are. They have left us. I have been one of the ones who was forced out of my home for something that I did not do. There are a lot of people over there, no offense to anyone, they are still human beings at the end of the day. Okay? A lot of them have issues, they have drug issues, but at the same time, I pay my rent on time, I pay my utilities on time. I had to leave my home, I lost my service animal because of the homeless people that are there. Now, if the city would do something with the homeless people, we wouldn't have had this problem. So they took out all the copper out the walls. They took away from me being able to be on chemo medication. It caused my skin to burn, and I couldn't take a shower. So I had to reach out to get someone to speak for me in order to say, hey, my money, my rent went up. Even these people was not a binding contract. They raised it. They put a note on the door and said your rent is going up to this amount without a legal contract. And I still paid it to keep a roof over our head. My individual, he works a job that he hates in order to keep us fed and with water, lights, and gas. Right now over there in Madison, it is an issue. Someone is going to get hurt. Someone is going to get killed. My friends, Wally, Bruce, they are still there without gas. Well, Wally has electricity. I don't think you guys have gas anymore because there's no gas, no water. Because those people have come over there and taken the pipes out of the wall. A lot of them don't have the resources to move. Moving is expensive. Even when you have no one to speak for you to say, hey, we've been over there. I was over there, what, 14 years. I think you guys have been over there longer than myself. And it's not fair to us when we have to call out to people for help. I am not downplaying anybody at all, even with the people that have a drug addiction, because that's a problem within the community, within itself. Because if you don't have insurance, guess what? You don't get treatment. You don't get help. So they can't keep that by themselves. So I'm not even mad. What I am mad about is the fact that you took from me and caused me to be uncomfortable in that location. There is someone over there now with an assault rifle pointing at people in that location. And until the city, someone gets killed, I guess that's when the city's gonna do something. Because he's pulling guns on people. Yes, we call the police a lot of times, and you know what they tell us? Private property. Yeah. Private property. Yep. Private property. That's what they tell us. So when someone loses their loved one, is it a private property then? Because then you're gonna have to come on site and do something about it. My friends are still there to this day, to tonight. I unfortunately was able to reach out to get someone to speak, and my rent has went up. We had to crunch the numbers, but we made it work. I've never been homeless, but I came up with 14 brothers, only girl with one single parent. So it was a lot that we had to scratch to do. But again, this is a problem. And until someone speaks up to do, these people has left us with no warning. Had they simply said, hey, don't pay us anymore, don't pay us rent, or I can show you the portal. I'm not locked out of mine, but I guess what I pay them now, no mind. They get no money from me. For what? All this time, we paid our rent, utilities, and these people cannot. This has made us have become y'all's problem at home because of what they have done to us. It's not fair at the end of the day. So something has to be done. And the fact that we have the homeless people, I'm not even mad. It's cold outside.
Oh, it is.
I'm not even mad. What I am mad about is why did you mess it up for all the rest of us to keep warm? My friends are still cold over there. And I'm afraid something's gonna happen to them because you're gonna go in and do something. It's turning into the Wild Wild West over there. Until somebody does something. And the homeless is a problem. It starts there because these people say, hey, I'm hungry. What are you gonna do? Go get some copper to get make a Happy Meal or whatever the case may be. They're hungry. My spouse and I came out of our own pocket in the cold and went out. I hear the hats, coats, and gloves. You're right. They're not gonna come to you. You gotta go to them. And that's what we did. Loaded up the cars with a carload of us, went behind in the streets out of our home pocket and fed these people. We feed them. They can testify to that. We give out TV dinners to these people over there. But yet and still you take the pipes out of the wall where my skin burns. The port is here. It's right here. It's an issue. It's an issue. And the city has to do something. If you guys don't know who to contact, I have their information. They went, even though they took the site down, but the number's still there. Because they don't respond to any of us, okay? But at the same time, go after them, help us go after them. Because now, the citizens of Madison County, it's not your problem. And I thank you very much. That's what I have to say.
I lived over in Madison Square Apartments too. I was one of the lucky ones that didn't actually live in the apartment buildings themselves. I was attached to the office, but we were on a different septic system. Everybody else was on, I guess, city water. We were on a septic system. We went 6 months with our septic messed up. The grinder, they wouldn't replace it. They refused to replace it. I take care of a disabled senior that's 80-something years old. We were having septic backup into our bathroom almost every time it would rain. We would call them. They said no. 6 months, we went without it. They told us they were going to move us to one of the townhouses. Never happened. Then I went through 4 different property managers, like I want to say like 6 or 7 different maintenance sets of people and stuff like that out there. We were there for 6 years. We paid $10.85 a month. And we couldn't even put toilet paper in our toilet. We couldn't use the shower and the toilet on the same day, because if it rained, because we'd have to judge which one was gonna back up. I can't take my disabled senior over to one of the apartment buildings on the 2nd or 3rd floor to go take a shower and stuff like that. Now, I do, because people there leave their animals and stuff like that when they move out there. So I do trap and neuter over there. I'm there every day, 4 in the morning, like 4 in the afternoon, to check on the cats and stuff that are over there that people have left. I have pictures just from today. There's electric cords running from buildings to RVs, to one building to another building. The maintenance people are cutting people's Cadillac converters out of their cars. I had my truck there before I moved. Luckily, I got out of that apartment complex after the veteran, I think that's what it's called. They said they came to my apartment because they couldn't get a hold of the office manager because there was none since last December when the electric and water went out in all the apartments. And people over Christmas weekend had no water, no heat, no nothing in certain apartments. And the veteran came out and said that we're getting ready to shut down the whole gas in the whole apartment complex. I was calling different people, and I'm just a person that lives there. I was having a call. I called Tammy. I called a couple other people. I called the apartment, the number that's on the website and stuff like that. They're like, we don't know what to tell you. We can just tell you, get a reply, a call back. Who's gonna call me back? Nobody. There's no property manager. There's nobody to talk to over there. There's crazy things going on. My friend that lives right there at the, she owns a house right there at the beginning of the apartment complex. They're just trying to steal her Cadillac converters off her car. It's crazy out there. There's people going through the dumpsters all throughout the night. You never know what you're gonna run into out there. There's a nursing home right there. They're going through their dumpsters, trying to get medicine out of the dumpsters in the nursing home and leaving the trash all around. There's
which is another apartment.
The little pads, they're trying to suck on them to get medicine out.
That's the office.
And they're just leaving around. There's
Those are
kids that live
resident
out there.
files.
So, it's not a good situation. It needs to be closed down. The people that are in charge or whatever they're doing out there, the maintenance people that are still out there, that live in the office and stuff like that, I think they're creating meth in it. Because you can smell
across the way.
like a chemical urine, almost like a cat pee smell, all the way down to where Madison and the entrance is. I can show you where in the shed that's right beside the office, where something exploded in there and they cut it out. There's trash everywhere.
They don't take the trash.
Somebody needs to go in there and shut that place down or something. It's horrible. And that's all I gotta say.
Outside.